Hello, it's me, Yuki again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm doing the top 10 kids killing kids video. Number 1. John Venables and Robert Thompson. These 10-year-olds lured a 2-year-old boy away from his mom in an England shopping mall in 1993, leading him to nearby train tracks. There, they mutilated the boy so badly, his autopsy couldn't reveal his actual cause of death. 2. Sandra and Beth Anderson. Sandra, 16, and Beth, 15, were names given to the Canadian girls for protection since they were so young at the time of their crime. Also known as the bathtub girls, they got their mom drunk in 2003, gave her Tylenol tablets, and drowned her in the tub. Brenda Spencer. In 1979, 16-year-old Brenda Spencer opened fire with a .22 caliber semi-automatic rifle on an elementary school playground outside her home. Her reason simply being, "I don't like Mondays." The school's principal and janitor died. Says she feels partially responsible for every school shooting that has happened since. Daniel Bartlam. Bartlam admitted to the manslaughter of his own mom when he was 15 years old in 2011. He beat her with a hammer in their home in England, and then he set her body on fire. Apparently, Bartlam was a huge horror fan, which police believe led to his incredibly violent crime. So apparently now we're blaming horror movies. Mary Belle. Belle was 10 years old when she committed her first murder in 1968, strangling a 4-year-old boy. The following year, she strangled a 3-year-old boy. For the second murder, she had an accomplice, and they carved their initials on the boy's body, as well as cut off his private parts. She now lives in England under a new name. Joshua Phillips. In 1998, 14-year-old Phillips murdered his 8-year-old neighbor Maddie Clifton and hid her body under his bed. He hit her with a baseball bat and stabbed her 11 times, and her body was found in Phillips' mom noticed a strange smell coming from his room. Pauline Parker and Juliet Hume. These New Zealand girls had a dangerous codependent relationship in which they spent most of the time in a fantasy world of their creation. When their parents tried to separate them in 1954 by sending Juliet to live in South Africa, the girls murdered Pauline's mother. The Heavenly Creatures is based on their story. Berrydale Lokitis. Lokitis was a 14-year-old student at Frontier Middle School in Washington in February 1996, when he shot and killed his algebra teacher and 2 students. He then held the class hostage for an hour until a gym teacher showed up and tackled Lokitis to the ground and helped students escape. Leanna Tate. Tate was 13 when he was convicted of killing a 6-year-old girl while playing in his basement. They were supposedly wrestling, and he went down too hard on the girl, lacerating her liver and fracturing her skull. He was the youngest person in U.S. history at the time to be given life imprisonment. Jesse Pomeroy. Pomeroy often mutilated other kids with knives and belts. However, in April 1874, he took his beatings too far. Killed a girl named Katie Curran and threw her body in the basement of his mom's dress shop, where it was later found. At 14, he was the youngest person ever in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts to be convicted of first-degree murder. Eric Smith. 13-year-old Eric Smith convinced a 4-year-old boy to follow him into the woods of Steuben County, New York, where Smith strangled him and smashed his head in. He's been denied parole 11 times and is up for it again in 2018. He's already out. Cindy Collier and Shirley Wolfe. Shirley Wolfe was 14 and Cindy Collier was 15 when they decided to stab an 87-year-old Auburn, California woman to death in 1983. When they got arrested that same night, Wolf's calm response was, "Yeah, we did it." Catherine and Curtis Jones. The siblings are 13 and 12, respectively, when they shot their dad's girlfriend to death with a handgun in 1999. However, their motive was heartbreaking. Their dad and his friend had supposedly been sexually abusing them, and they'd had enough. Carl Newton Mahan. 6-year-old Mahan had a fight with an 8-year-old girl over a piece of scrap. It was an 8-year-old boy. Over a piece of scrap metal they both wanted to sell to make some money. She used the metal to hit him in the face, and he reacted by shooting her to death with a shotgun. He served 15 years. Craig Price. Price was 13 years old when he killed for the first time, and then killed 3 more people before he was arrested in 1989, at the age of 15. He was chillingly calm when confessing to his murders, and revealed that his weapons of choice were kitchen knives. Alyssa Bustamante. In October 2009, 15-year-old Alyssa Bustamante stabbed and strangled a 9-year-old girl in Missouri because she wanted to know how it felt to kill someone. She then threw the girl's body under a pile of leaves in a nearby forest. David Brown. On February 18, 1988, the family of 16-year-old Brown was found axed to death in their Minnesota home. Day before, he had supposedly been telling classmates that he was planning on killing his family that night. He was arrested and could possibly get parole in 2041. Yeah, some adults had the wrong gender and all that, and that annoys me. See y'all later, fam. Bye.